into that lady who went missing after posting about her duende, her gnome. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to leave that thing alone. Welcome back, YouTube. And for those who do not know me, hello, my name is Noah, and I'm a parent cat mother to 2 kittens who are highly ungrateful at this point. And on my channel, we talk about death, true crimes, haunted people, places, and things, spiritual reparations, and how we can F around and find out what is wrong with you. These are my kittens, my grand kittens, from my pregnant cat that I didn't even know was pregnant. I'm stressed. Why didn't none of y'all tell me that these kittens and this cat was going to be as ghetto? As ghetto as they are. Because this is Hex. All he do is scratch me up. Hey, be nice. Say hi to the people. And this is Conjure. Conjure is the cool one out of the two. Like, he don't be tripping like that. It's Hex. He down here scratching the floor like it did something to him. Ghetto. On today's episode, we will be discussing this viral story on TikTok. It's of a woman who just moved from Las Vegas to Utah. Now, before y'all say anything to me, Utah is absolutely a portal. The dead roam throughout your house, and I have a video to prove it. I lived in Utah for 10 months. Yep, my black ass was in Utah. And as much as I liked the environment, it just was not for me. It wasn't. But I had literal ghosts in my house that I did not invite. They just happened to get picked up on a TikTok. And I'm going to be sharing here. It's a woman on TikTok that went viral about her story of how the duendes, her husband and her son, were seeing the duendes in the backyard, but she could not see it. She just automatically started like offering it shit. I think I taught y'all enough not to do that. If you have not watched that video that I put up about the duendes, gnomes, the fae, watch it so that if you ever come into this type of contact with these type of beings, that you are ready, that you're prepared. Because she started automatically giving it fucking offerings. And now she's missing apparently. She's not missing. I feel like TikTok bullied her off of social media because everybody was like, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to fuck around and find out? And so we're going to be watching a couple videos. This video won't be super long, but I have to address this because I was tagged like a million times over on TikTok. And as always, I will always tag the creators down below. They're all spooky enthusiasts to some sort, to some nature. So please give them a follow. This first creator goes underneath the handle of Money Bait. And I was tagged several times in his video. And he's explaining the whole situation with the woman who has this duende in her backyard. And just listen to what he says.
I keep telling y'all, stop playing with these paranormal beings. You're going to find yourself in a mental hospital, or even something worse. You're going to find yourself in the afterlife. So the lady in Utah whose family seen the duende in the yard did an update. And in this update, she says she did research on what a duende is. It's not a gnome. She understands that it is an evil being. But what does she do? She continues to entice this being. That is the wrong thing to do. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, let me run the story back real fast. A family, mother, father, and son moved from Vegas to Utah. In Utah, they cooking out in their backyard, and the son and the father see a gnome running around. A gnome, a small person, but it's really not a gnome. It's a duende. Tell the mom/wife she can't see it because she's not spiritually in tune, but she wants to see it. What does she do? She sets out offerings for it. Pennies, she set out a basketball. They go out for the day, and when they come back, the pennies and the basketball that she set up was in a different order. The pennies were stacked on top of each other, and the basketball was gone. And I know a lot of you probably saying that that's not real, but y'all better pay attention. Now on to the update. So what happens now? She puts cameras in her yard, and she puts out more offerings. After she reads up and finds out that this thing allegedly is an evil paranormal being. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you go look it up. Go look up Duende and see exactly what you see. She also found out that people in Utah, in her neighborhood, in her area, have seen Duendes. Knowing what this thing can do, knowing how possessive this thing is, knowing how powerful this thing is, she still wants to entice this thing. She laid out elves. She even laid out an elf house for this thing to continuously come back to her. After she got information on this thing, I'm gonna tell y'all a story, but I'm not gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna do another video about a story about a duende that allegedly took someone's, let's just say their family found out that being involved with a duende is not a good thing.
What do you mean she laid out offerings? This lady is for sure missing at this point off of TikTok. And I believe she just got bullied off of TikTok. But still, it concerns me that she gave this being offerings. Offerings. And now she just is not on social media anymore. She was so excited to share it. And now she's missing off of social media because social media told her she was absolutely diabolical for giving it offerings. I'm gonna need her to report to this YouTube video or back on TikTok because I'm finna send out a missing persons thing to the police because somebody called 991. You gave a duende or what you believe to be a gnome, even if it's the fae, because the duendes in my head are a part of the fae. They are. You gave this thing power. You gave it strength. And now you're not on social media updating us when we were giving you the tea. That worries me. This next creator goes underneath the handle of Martin Gangley. And I know this is not the original creator. The original creator is missing. She is MIA. But I assume this is the woman who everybody is talking about over on TikTok. I don't know because I didn't see the original video. Whenever I try to click it, it takes me to a dead link. So I'm assuming this is the woman. If I'm not right, please y'all correct me. But this is a woman who is saying that she just moved from Vegas to Utah and she loves it. And her son and husband are seeing a little person in their backyard, like a tiny person.
Okay, so we live in Utah and I love it here, but we moved here about 8 months ago from Vegas, and it's been amazing. However, my husband and my son, he's 12, he's almost 13, they have noticed that there has been a weird little gnome. I'm going to sound freaking crazy for saying this. There's a weird little gnome in our backyard that just apparently runs back and forth and up the things. And I'm like, I have not seen this. And it is weird. So we've done some research and apparently this is not new. I call it a gnome. I don't really know what it's called. It's like a little person, like a little, like 2 feet maybe. And they've seen it like a few times. I'm not, I guess, apparently in tune to see it. So I haven't seen it. But my husband said like, oh, they like little shiny things, and they like soccer balls and little basketballs and stuff like that. And I'm like, cool. So we have decided to sounds so stupid. We have decided to put out like some pennies, like little shiny pennies for them, and like a tiny little basketball to see if they'll move it or if they'll like love it. And we shall see. I will show you. Okay, so there's our basketball. Has not moved since I put it out there. Here's our shiny little pennies. which are still there. But obviously it's rained for the past few days, so maybe little man hasn't come out. I don't know. I will keep you updated when he decides, he, she, whatever, they decide to come out and play. But my husband said that he saw it the first time when he was out here barbecuing. He saw it running up the wall of our neighbors. And then my son saw it just like right out here. And I'm like, what is going on? What dimension did we fall into that this is an actual thing? I don't know. Tell me what you think.
There's no dimension that you fell into. These creatures exist. I know your husband probably had more knowledge of duendes or gnomes, as y'all are calling it, than you. But yeah, no, you do not communicate. You try to literally avoid these type of things. They love children, and it could be to a detriment. Like I said, I made a video on duendes in the Fae. Can we not fuck around and find out? This is what I mean when I start my videos off and I say, hi, my name is Noah, and I teach about death, spiritual reparations, how to be placed in things, and how you can fuck around and find out. This is the portion. This is the FAFO portion that I mentioned. Because why would you ever give it offerings and you even acknowledge that it was stupid? I can't. This next creator goes underneath the handle of Roxy. I don't know if she is stitching the original creator's video because the original creator is MIA, like I said. But it is of her showing security footage of a duende pushing a miniature goddamn wheelbarrow in Utah.
In 2025, we thought we were going to get aliens, but this man went to go walk his dog, and instead he saw a gnome. This gnome is pushing a wheelbarrow. What is...
This is why doves cry. Because I feel like I've taught y'all enough. And I know everybody don't follow me, and they don't understand, like, when I tell y'all things, it's not just because I heard them. It's because I know them to be true for the most part. The duendes, the fae, gnomes, fairies, they all exist, and they come out at night and in the daytime, and they'll literally disappear into a portal, into just like this circle of nothingness. And I'm assuming this gnome, because it's too little to be like, oh, it's a little person. No, it's not a little person. It's too big and too clear to be like, oh, it's a dog or a cat. No. It's not. That is security footage proving that these things exist. Take heed, please. This next creator goes underneath the handle of Weird Spooky Story Time, and she is giving an update of the gnome duende lady that went MIA, and she shows us what happens to all of these offerings. Even though the girl is MIA, people are still like saving her videos or had saved her videos so they can give us tea.
So you guys remember the girl with the duende in her backyard? She's got an update.
So we came back from dinner. Nobody's been here. Ball's gone. And this is what happened with the pennies.
This is what duendes do.
Don't even know what to think right now. So, yeah, I'm setting up a camera.
I'm so excited for this duende journey. I really hope that she does set up a camera and catches something. How cool would it be to freaking catch a duende on camera? Oh my gosh. Ah!
It is diabolical that thing stacked all the pennies on top and brought a crystal or something that looks like a crystal, because this is what they do. This is how they operate. Now you're going to have to continuously leave offerings, and if they don't deem your offerings good enough, baby, everybody in the house finna suffer. Don't do this, y'all. I promise you, if you think you got a duende or a fae member in your shit, Ignore it. I'm gonna leave the video right there. The only reason why I even covered it is because I was tagged so many damn times on TikTok that I felt like I needed to speak on it because I've covered it before. The Duendes, the Fae members, it's never an even bargain. They exist, y'all. I promise you. And then you got somebody that lives in Utah. Utah is full of ghosts, spirits, skinwalkers. Y'all better go watch Skinwalker Ranch on Netflix, or I think that's where it's at. But it is a highly charged place. They literally colonized that land and never gave reparations. And now they're paying retributions for what the hell they did. It is spiritually charged. I'm going to try to insert the video where I was just making a plantation story. And I was joking. Okay, on camera. And I lived in Salt Lake City, Utah. And I was joking on camera about somebody having the Mario coins knocked out of them. These palm-colored employees at these plantations. And you can clearly hear little spirits laughing as well. Children's spirits. All of my kids were asleep. This is like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, go figure. Can't really be that mad because I was up making content in the witching hour. But it scared me so bad. Y'all could see I cried because I said this place could not be haunted. Like, I only moved here for a job opportunity for my husband. But when I tell you, the spirits move around a lot in Utah for some reason. I shit you not. I'm going to go ahead and insert the video here. I think I just unintentionally picked up ghost audio. I was replying to this comment, minding my black ass business. This shit stressed me out. Like, I left my area. I had to cleanse it and cleanse myself because the last video that I made it had a lot of like spirit children. And in the middle of me talking, in the beginning of this video, you hear like little laughing like from a child. But then it got loud as hell in the middle of this video. Please tell me I'm not crazy and y'all hear what I hear. Just watch. Okay, so I get this question a lot on my videos about plantation. If spirit is upset with a certain demographic of people or if it's everybody, I am here to tell you that it only seems like a certain demographic of people who get the Mario coins slapped out of them or experience something violent. Tips for going to a plantation if you are African American. Bring offerings. It can be something simple. I've already made a video on it. Cover your head. I'm serious. Cover your motherfucking head. Realize that a lot of us do not visit these spaces. So if you are touched, if you are nudged, or if you feel energy, it's only because they're excited to see us. Walk out that bitch backwards. You do not want to take anybody with you. I personally like to throw 3 pennies at the entrance and just express extreme gratitude for the knowledge that you are receiving and the energy, the good energy that you are receiving. I have never in the history of ever heard of an African American person being attacked at these spots, but I've definitely heard of other people being attacked. You need to go into these places with your mind right and your spirit right, because I would hate for one of my followers that look like me to get slapped the shit out of and thrown down a flight of stairs. I know y'all heard that. I thought about making Utah as a portal. I thought about it. But when I tell y'all, I'll tell y'all a story and never a lie. Utah is spiritually charged. And it's no coincidence that her neighbors have been saying, we've been seeing these duendes for a long time. We've been seeing these gnomes for a long time. Y'all stop messing with shit. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I promise you, you will have a way more peaceful life, a peaceful experience if you act like you don't even see them. It's okay to ignore certain shit. Not always do we need to go out and leave offerings to beings, spirits that we see. No. We do not have to do that, okay? And I want y'all to comment down below if y'all have ever experienced a gnome, a member of the Fae, whatever duendes, please comment down below. And if you are interested in being on Tarot and Tea, I'm going to leave the voicemail number down below. Y'all have been blowing that line up. I have so many voicemails from you guys just telling me your spiritual tea. So if you have done hexes, curses, if somebody cursed you, if you got paranormal shit going on in your house, hell, it doesn't even matter. Leave a voicemail. Additionally, if you would like to travel with me to Bali or Costa Rica, we still have spots. So please click the links down below. And until next time, please, y'all do good, be good, and stay safe. I really mean it. Stay safe, heavy on the stay safe. Because out here in these spiritual streets, these spirits ain't got, they don't discriminate. You will get tossed up. Lay her down.